The tin can hisses open like a buried secret, releasing a ghost of dust and the faint chemical tang of preservation, a smell halfway between a hospital corridor and a forgotten pantry. Inside, nestled in waxed cardboard, lies a brick the color of regret, dehydrated beef and soybean grits, hard enough to chip a tooth, but advertising a promise of hot nourishment. You'd expect soldiers to just gnaw on this like bitter chocolate, but here's the first twist. They didn't. Crouched in a muddy foxhole, a GI would pop the lid of his trusty Sterno folding stove, a miniature hellmouth that coughed blue flames, transforming that beige misery brick into a bubbling stew that filled the air with a dark, meaty incense, so potent it could briefly make you forget the stench of cordite and damp wool. The real magic wasn't cooking, it was alchemy, turning a log of industrial nutrition into a feast that fought the war on its own terms. Pour the hot water and stand back. The gravelly pellets explode into a tapestry of color you never saw coming. What was the hue of old newspapers becomes a shimmering field of amber broth, flecked with scarlet threads of rehydrated carrot and emerald confetti of dehydrated peas, each vegetable snapping back to life with a frantic, almost violent joy. The taste, was a coordinated assault. Salt crashing first like an artillery barrage, then a slow, sweet undertone of cooked onion and celery that whispered of kitchens thousands of miles away. But here's where common knowledge gets blown apart. The real culinary weapon wasn't the main dish, it was the accessory pack. They'd crushed the hard biscuits into powder, mixing it with the fat-laden cheese spread to form a doughy, pan-fried replica of something that scarred them as field pizza, a greasy, golden disc that crackled under a mess tin lid, its burnt edges delivering a smoky bitterness that made you believe for exactly 3 bites that you'd won the war that afternoon. And then the final, unspeakable twist that would shatter your dinner table history. The greatest meal prep didn't involve fire at all. In the frozen hell of the bulge, soldiers smashed the entire ration block, lemon powder, bouillon cube, coffee granules, and the chocolate bar into a single monochromatic paste using a bayonet as a pestle and a helmet as a mortar. The result was a cold, gritty pâté of surreal contradictions, a gunmetal gray sludge that smelled like burnt sugar and bitter lemon pith, hitting the tongue with the vicious, caffeinated kick of dark chocolate and savory broth in the same instant. It tasted like panic and genius, a speedball of survival that let you see sound and hear the northern lights. That's not deprivation. That's a culinary IED, a homemade explosive proof that these men weren't just soldiers eating from a can. They were time-traveling alchemists in olive drab, breaking every rule of the kitchen to craft a meal that we, in our soft daylight, can't even begin to understand.